Good morning students, welcome to Konnur online classes. Previous classes we can complete study about permutation. Here permutation is one thing, that is arrangement of numbers in a different ways. Arrangement of numbers in a different ways is called permutation. Here permutation means arrangement, we can say as an arrangement. Here in that arrangement, here we can choose one important formula, that is NPR. P means permutation concept. NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Here n values must and should be greater than r value. N factorial can be extended as n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, so up to 3 to 1. Here this is the expansion for n factorial. Similarly, completing the concept of permutation, we go to combination section. Here combination means it's a selection of things. Selection of things. Here in that selection we can choose the formula NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. Here NCR is equal to NPR means n factorial divided by n minus R factorial into R factorial. This is our formula for combination section. Combination means it is a selection of things. Here on the basis of this concept, here we goes to different problems belongs to combination sections. Here first we can choose one problem, that is in how many ways a committee of 5 can be chosen from 10 students. ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲ 5 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ out of 10 students. Here how many ways a committee of 5 can be chosen from 10 students. Here in these sections there are 10 students are there. Out of 10 students we can choose 5 students. How many ways can choose a 5 students out of 10 students? That's why we know that the formula, that is NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. That's why here n means total available students. N means available students. There are 10 students are available to choose. That's why n value is 10, and those 10 students we can choose only 5 students. That is r value 10C5. Here this is equal to n value is 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 5 factorial into r value, that is 5 factorial. Here 10C5 is equal to 10 factorial can be extended as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 factorial. 10 factorial can be extended as 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 factorial. Here as well as 10 minus 5, that is a 5 factorial into 5 factorial. 1 5 factorial, 5 factorial get cancelled. That's why here 10C5 is equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 5 factorial can be extended as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Here 3 ones are 3 2s. 2 ones are 2 twos. Here 4 ones are 4 twos. Here 5 ones are 5 twos. We get multiplying, we get 252. This is our answer. Here, in how many ways a committee of 5 can be chosen from 10 students? Here there are 10 students are available to choose. There are 10 students are there to available. Here out of 10 students we can choose only 5 students. That's why we know that the formula NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Here total available students is 10 students, that's why n value is 10. Then out of 10 students we can choose only 5 students, that's why r value is 5. Here substituting n and r value, 10 and 5 value, simplifying we get 252 ways for selection of out of 10 students we can choose 5. 5 students can be chosen from 10 students. There are 252 ways are available. And this is one type of problem. Here regarding ways, find n value. If 10 is equal to NC15. Here we know that the formula, we know that one important formula, that is NCR is equal to NCK. Suppose NCR value must and should be is equal to NCK value, then n value is equal to r plus k. N value is equal to r plus k. Here that implies, compare with given formula NC10, r value is 10 and k value is 15. That implies n is equal to r value 10 plus k value 15. N value is 25. That is n equal to 25 is our regarding answer. Here NC10 is equal to NC15. We know that the formula NCR is equal to NCK. Here n value must and should be is equal to r plus k. Here r value is 10, k value is 15. N is equal to r plus k. R value is 10 and k value is 15. Substitute these two values, we get 25. N value is 25. Here similarly NC8 is equal to NC12. Then find the NC5 value. Here similarly NCR is equal to NCK. Here automatically we can find n value is r plus k. N is equal to r value is 8 plus k value is 12. Then n is equal to 20. N is equal to 20. We know that the n value, that implies NC5 is equal to 20C5. We know that the formula NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Here n value is 20 and r value is 5. Substituting n and r value, we get these values. Similarly, if NPR is equal to here this much value and NCR is equal to this much, then find R value. Then find the R value. Here we know that the formula NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. here definitely then find the value of r. That's why r factorial is equal to npr divided by ncr. Here we know that npr value as well as ncr value. Here r factorial is equal to npr 240 divided by 252. Simplifying, we get r value. Here we know that the permutation, we know that the combination concept, that is NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factor. Here this is NPR is equal to NCR into R factorial. Here this is a one formula, and R factorial is equal to NPR divided by NCR. This is another formula. Here one formula can be arranged as three formulas. NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial, and here multiplying these R factorial into this much, NPR is equal to NCR into R factorial. We know that the value of R factorial, simplifying here, simply these two terms we get R factorial is equal to NPR divided by NCR. Here last finally NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus R factorial into R factorial. Here these are the list of formula belongs to combination. Here this is also very important concept. NC naught is equal to NCN is equal to one value. Here consider this formula. Here we know that NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus R factorial into R factorial. Here suppose R value changes to 0. R value can be changes as 0. Then NC naught is equal to n factorial divided by n minus 0 factorial, n minus 0 factorial into 0 factorial. Here NC naught is equal to n factorial divided by n factorial. 0 factorial value is 1. Here n factorial get cancelled. NC naught is equal to 1. This is our answer. Similarly, by using these concepts, we can choose R values also n. R values also n. Here NC R value changes to n is equal to n factorial divided by n minus n factorial. R value changes to n factorial. Here NCn is equal to n factorial, n minus n, 0 factorial into n factorial. Here this is get cancelled. NCn is equal to 1 divided by 0 factorial value is 1. NCn is equal to 1. That's why we can choose NCR. NC naught is equal to NCn is equal to 1. Similarly, NCR is equal to NCn minus of R. Here, this is a very important formula. Similarly, NCR is equal to NCK. Here, these two terms are equal. These two terms are equal. Definitely, n value is n is equal to R plus K. Here, consider R value as well as K value. N is equal to R plus K. Here, last important formula NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. CR value. Okay. This is the list of formula belonging to combination.